All right, good morning, everybody. I almost said happy Friday. It's actually Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, so I've been working on getting some last minute numbers together that I started yesterday together for this deck. I think I'm done. I've been messaging a teammate asking me about how they can get some numbers. First of all, you were supposed to pull these numbers yesterday. WTF? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, and then in like an hour, I have to leave. I have an appointment that I need to go to. And then I'll be back hopefully by 1 because I have a meeting with someone else on my team that we need to go over this audit form and validation. We need to confirm that we have access to all of the tools that we need to validate performance for a specific metric. We went through using the tool yesterday, but we couldn't get the numbers to align, and it's because the employees switch roles. So when you are in like a manager leadership role, you're held responsible for the results of your team. They roll up to you, whereas when you are like an individual contributor like me, for example, I'm only responsible for my performance and my result. But if I had a team, their performance rolls up to me, and that's my performance as a manager. So this person was in a manager role and they're no longer in a manager role, so that performance has to blend, but it doesn't appear to show the blending of performance in this tool. So we're going to pull up together to make sure that we can find out where we can get their blended result before we begin this audit, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're supposed to start the audit on that, so I'll probably start on that once I get back, and once we can confirm that we have access to the appropriate tools or databases or tables, whatever that we need to validate and audit their results to make sure it's accurate. I also need to let me respond back and let them know like, hey, this is the slide that I added. I need to take a screenshot of this and send it to them like, hey, this is the new slide I added that just is like an overview snapshot. Oh, can't spell. Someone message me? All right, y'all. I just had a moment. Like, a component, like a dashboard, was revamped by our finance team. They changed the dashboard that they provide us with data, and someone doesn't like these changes. So therefore, they are like, as the manager, I need a compelling reason as to why this can't be added back. First of all, you're saying this as though you're my manager. You're not. We are peers. I don't care what level you're at. Even if you were, like my own manager doesn't even talk to me like that. Like, maybe you shouldn't be a manager is where I'm at. Not everybody needs to be in leadership, you know? Yeah, if you have to throw around that you're a manager, you're this, yeah, you probably shouldn't be in that role. I'm sorry. Don't talk to me. You should not be talking to anybody like that, period. Because you wouldn't talk to our director and be like, well, as the manager, I know you wouldn't say that to him. And I feel like you're only saying that to me because I'm not in a manager role. Doesn't matter. No, they know that. He's not Global Commissions, is he? Okay, but anyways, I need to finish reviewing this slide that I have. So some of the things that the stakeholders wanted to know about these different metrics and initiatives, they're wanting to know what levels of performance are employees hitting in multiple metrics. So I did kind of like a count of each level, and I showed that in like a pie chart to show like what % of employees are at like your level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So I'm addressing that question so they can see what percentage of employees are at each. Hold on, I'm sorry, my manager's messaging me. Yeah, it was good. Oh my God. Oh, you don't know what happened, but girl, oh yeah, we're gonna have to talk offline. But he called me out on my slide and the numbers and like, oh, these don't seem right. I am over it. Yes, this is one of those let me log off kind of moments, you know? Because I was like, really? They don't look right. And that's why I sent the screenshot with proof. Like, right, but I'm just saying, like, I pulled these numbers 2 days ago, sir, not today. Or give me this work back. Because, and I said, we don't need it to come back if you can still get to the data, right? Like, he didn't take away the data. He just took away that summary snippet, right? I'm like, but we can still get to the numbers if we need to have it. And he's like, well, as the manager, that's what he told me. I was like, excuse you? Oh no, I'm not. I never responded either. Never respond. I don't care. Like, I'd rather just do it because everything's, hold on, is he on? I don't see a headphones. So So for the individual, I think the piece that we're stuck on, because we can see each individual and we figured out how to get like their performance through June where we can modify it. The part that we don't know if this is shown is if it will show their blended results. Because there are people that were in like or the first person we looked at, they were in an acting manager role and they are back to being a sales specialist. So they have the manager results and then now they have their sales specialist results, and it doesn't appear to be blending, or we haven't found out the right filters if it is there to use to show the blended result. Okay. Yeah, what was the... Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it was the example. Remember you said you sent it, but when we went through it together yesterday, I think you understood that like it looked right based on what we saw. Okay. Now go to your name in the top right and change your role first. Go down some more. And from there we can filter on the top right. We can, on the right. Why do I see? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, 77, yeah, because that's what I had yesterday. 05. Yeah, and just look at the lower level, and yeah, I'm good. That makes sense. That was helpful. Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right, so I am back. I had to leave for an appointment, came back, went through some emails, looking at some work, addressed some messages from my coworkers. Now I need to, and I was also helping someone out with their Tableau dashboard. For some reason, they're saying that it didn't refresh. It wouldn't refresh. Like they had it scheduled to refresh at 9 a.m. But when I checked the back end system, I'm like, I don't see anything pending. It shows that it last updated yesterday and the next scheduled update is to occur tomorrow. So I don't know if she changed the refresh date, like in the middle of it being, or like before it was scheduled to refresh today, she changed it to happen to another time that had already passed today, but wouldn't occur again until the future. I don't know what she did, but I had nothing failed, nothing pending, nothing canceled as far as updates to that dashboard. It just showed it updated yesterday and the next scheduled update is for tomorrow. So I asked her to just schedule it to happen sometime later today, which she did, and I see it refreshed. Like I saw it when it went into a pending status on the back end. I saw it when it went completed on the back end. So she must have changed the time or something. I don't know, but I had nothing on the back end that said there was an issue with it. So, but that, I was working back and forth with her on her dashboard, so she's good. And all the updates that I did this morning for our deck, that looks good. I actually want to go and take a look at it, at one of the decks, to see what was covered while I was gone. What is it? Today was, okay, so yeah, let me check the deck. Okay, all right, so everything looks good in the deck. I don't see any updates for me that I need to do. So the other thing I need to work on, which is an ROI analysis. So there are a few metrics that our VP wants us to kind of like continuously monitor. So there's some things that I think earlier this week I was telling you guys like, hey, I'm putting this together in a spreadsheet for my manager, but I actually need to start working on moving this over into a dashboard format. But it's just to show the month over month. I need to show the unit, like sales unit at the employee level. I need to show the earning percentages for employees. I also need to show the performance of each individual metric, and then keep track of the employee headcount because that impacts the percentages that we're reporting out on, and show which kind of like targets are and their attainment to targets for specific metrics that they're being held accountable for. So I started pulling out that data and I put it in a spreadsheet. So what I need to do next is to work on moving this from spreadsheet format to a dashboard format, so it's easier for people to see it in one view that they can quickly go to and say, hey, this is where this is where we were at for performance in January, February, March, April. Like they can trend it out. I need to pull monthly performance. I think I can pull quarterly performance as well. So I need to see monthly and quarterly, and I need to see it for each individual metric that we've been focusing on for the years. So yeah, that's when I need to go back and pull data for. So, and then I can do the calculations within Tableau. I need to clean this data up in Excel to make sure it all is in the same format so it's easy to upload. Hey, good morning everybody. Happy Friday. Oh no, it's not Friday. I wish. Happy Thursday. So Today is one of my remote work from home days. I've been working in the office all week and I have been a busy person. Last Friday, I got a new project from my manager. We met with a team. I don't even know what team they're from. I need to double check. But we met with this other team that partners and works with, like, does a lot of deals with other companies whose products we sell. And a lot of them came, well, a lot of the companies want us to do this kind of big promotion during Q4. So we've been asked to pretty much kind of like analyze the performance, how it's been like last year during Q4. We're thinking specifically December because it's around the holidays when they want to promote this. Looking at how sales have been performing for those specific products. In December is what my manager asked for, but as I looked at December like as an isolated month, I was like, okay, no, I need to look further because one, some of these products did not launch in December. Like one of the products launched as far as us selling these were existing products, but we were not selling these products or services. So some launched, one launched in December, and the other one, I want to say there was another product that launched at the end of June. So we don't have enough data, in my opinion, because we have 1 month of data. We have July data as a full month. So I don't think that product should be included in this because we don't have enough data to give our sales reps like goals or targets that we could hit. It's, in my opinion, 1 month is not enough data to say, hey, here's your target, go. But I know this company, they will probably be like, well, we want to look at that as well. But I narrowed it down to, I looked at 6 products, and after looking at the data and performance and how it's been trending and where our opportunity lies, there's 3 main products that we need to have them focus on to improve the sales on. Now, they may want them to go out, like look at all 7, including the one that just launched at the end of June here. But my recommendation is on the call because we're going to meet with them again Friday this week, tomorrow, to go over what I found. My recommendation is, hey, I analyzed performance. I looked at December through Q1, Q2. So I looked through June data. These are the products that I excluded from my analysis. Here are my findings. Like, these are the 3 products that we have the biggest opportunity on. One product where I know they don't want to because we've had issues with this product when we did kind of like this big promotion around it last year. It was like a hot mess. Like, read between the lines, y'all. It was a hot mess, and I wasn't involved in it. I wasn't on the team when that happened, but it was a hot mess. So I know, like, from a legal compliance issue, like legal and compliance don't want us to push this product, you know, for our sales employees. So, but that's one of the products that we have the biggest opportunity on, you know, like it's a popular product. So yeah, and we have opportunities for this particular sales metric. So my recommendation, look at those 3, like focus on those 3 of the 6 that I analyzed data on. If they want to go with the 7th product that I didn't analyze, my thing is you still need more data to back up what you want to put out there as far as sales targets. And then I gave them kind of like different targets or different options that we can go with for giving our employees these targets based on this historical data, to say, like, you can see that we have, like, the majority of employees are either doing very, very well or very, very poorly. So we need to keep the employees that are doing very well. We need to keep them there. We need to bring everyone else that's doing very poorly up into this higher, you know, performance tiers. So my recommendation, like, for that is, like, we need to set our target above where our bottom performers are, you know? So I've been working on that analysis and trying to get that deck together. They said they were going to send us a deck to put our slides in, but I don't see. We haven't received anything yet, so we'll just go over it tomorrow, I guess. So I've been working on that, and I've been putting the data together in a Google Sheet so that my manager can look at it. And then I've been putting, like, the charts in a deck from there. That has taken up the majority of my time, plus dealing with some other work stuff with people. Like Friday, I had a manager talk to me crazy, and I'm not gonna respond to that. Like, if you're a manager, like, don't treat your, and I'm not even, like, first of all, this is not my manager. This is just a manager at the company. The comment that was made was totally unnecessary in my opinion. But anyways, now this manager is asking me to validate their numbers. Like, I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to, you know, like, you're here talking to me crazy. I really don't want to do anything, but I'm gonna review these numbers really quickly this morning that he put together and see. I have no words. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, there's comments. All right, my manager has commented on this. I'll go in there and look at it. So let me get started on that.